So chapter 3, video 1 ended, the first part ended right here. That's where we left off. So we're just going to do a little bit more practice together, a few more examples if you need a little bit more practice. So we were saying to color code or box and then combine the like terms. So let's try a couple more. If I see this problem, I'm going to color code or box with my different colors, or even just my pencil, the terms that have the same variable. So the like terms have the same variable to the same power. So here I see W's, and remember that's negative glued to that 5W. And then if I use another color, I see constants, -3 and +7. So for both of those like terms, now I'm just going to put them together. So the W's, 20 and -5, make 15W. And then if I switch colors, or just using your pencil, -3 and +7 is +4. And if it's positive, put a plus sign in between them. So I took this expression that had 4 terms, combined the like terms, and now it's 15W plus 4 is the simplified way to write that. So I'm going to keep going and do a couple more. I'll find my F's here, and I have more F's here. So -6F and +10F. Sometimes it's hard when you draw over the top of it. Make sure that's a +10F. And then +3 is a constant all by itself. So let me put the F's together. -6, +10 makes 4F. And then I just bring down the +3. Nothing to combine with that. You just bring it down. Okay? Or maybe you want to highlight. So I'll highlight my Q's in orange. If you're highlighting, just make sure you include the negative with it if it's a negative. So I have 4Q and -9Q. And then my constants, I have -2 and +8. So if you like doing it this way, you could highlight. I'm still going to combine my Q's here first. 4 and -9 is -5Q. And -2 and 8 is +6. If it's positive, put a plus. So I get -5Q plus 6. So I want you to try these next 3. Okay? Some of them might have you using 3 colors. So for example, in this one, I see B's and more B's. Make sure that negative is glued to the 2, -2B. Then I'm going to switch colors, and I see -9C and +4C. So maybe I box those in. And then I also have the -8, a constant by itself. So you might have 3 different sets of like terms, or 3 different types of terms that you're going to put together. So go ahead and finish combining these like terms, and then box or highlight or color code these ones and combine those like terms as well. So pause it here and we'll come back and check all 3 of these when you're ready. Okay, I put my B's together. 3 minus 2 is 1. I put my C's together, -9 and 4 is -5, and then I just brought down my -8. For this next one, I highlighted. So my V's put together would be 1 plus 6 minus 3, and I got 4 V's. And then the V squareds. V squared, 4V squared minus 1V squared leaves me with 3V squared. Now notice I rearrange these. I just changed the order to put the V squareds first. Usually we would have the higher power or the higher exponents written first. So V squareds and then plain V's. And this one, color coded. And I had Q's, R's, and Q squareds. And then again, I rewrote that to put the Q squareds first. So I just took this 6Q squared and wrote it first. Then my -10Q. And then my 6R. So usually we go in alphabetical order and any higher exponents first. So if you don't see your answer the way you wrote it, try just rearranging the terms, and that'll probably help you find the answer on a quiz. Okay, So we're going to look at distributive property a little bit. It might have been a while since you've seen this. So distributive property is going to have us multiply this number out front of the parentheses times everything inside the parentheses. So for example, when I see this 3 outside the parentheses of the m plus 7, that means 3 times m, and I write it as 3m, and 3 times 7, which is 21, and if it's positive, put a plus sign there. And then I'm just going to copy the rest of this down. Minus 2 plus 5m. And then I would go ahead and combine like terms like we've been doing. So it's just a little distribution first, and then still finding like terms. So I have 8m, and then 21 minus 2 is 19. If it's positive, put a plus. So I'm going to do these next two, and then there's 3 for you to practice. Okay? Draw your arrows. 5 times 3p is going to be 15p. And 5 times, this is actually negative 8. Remember that negative is glued here to the 8. So 5 times negative 8 is negative 40, and then plus 11. Combine any like terms. Right, I see negative 40 plus 11. Those are constants that would go together. So bring down your 15p, and then negative 40 plus 11 is negative 29. And then the last one that I'm going to do, so draw your arrows. Negative 3 times g, negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18, and then plus 2g. And then just look to see if you have any like terms. I have negative 3g and 2g. So negative 3 plus 2 is just negative g, or negative 1g, plus 18. So that's just showing us how distribution works again. You've got 3 examples here. Pause these and then come back and check when you're ready. Okay, let's check them one at a time. I distributed the 3, rewrote everything, color-coded my like terms, and simplified. Combine the like terms together. Distribute the negative 2, rewrite it all out, color code, find your like terms, and put those together. Distribute the 5, write it all out, find your like terms, color code or highlight, and put those together. So this was just a little extra practice with combining like terms.